What's up internet, Victor for Phone Arena here, bringing you a preview of the Samsung Galaxy Tab 3 7.0. This is an affordable 7-inch tablet by Samsung and it's just a mild upgrade in the Galaxy Tab series. So what do we have here? Let's take a look. First, we have a 7-inch display with a 1024 by 600 pixel resolution. That's not very high, and it's actually the same resolution we have on the first original Galaxy Tab launched way back in 2010. On the positive side, we have a thinner bezel. You can see Samsung has used the new thinner bezel that makes the device much more compact, easier to hold with one hand. And on the other hand, we also have the new Samsung design with the physical keys here that don't take any of the space on your screen. On the back, we have the all new plastic, typical Samsung look, at least that's what we call it. The camera is right here on the back in the center, and here we have one physical home key, the menu button, the back key, and on the right hand side we have the volume rocker and the lock key. Good news here is that we actually have an earpiece here, so you can use this as a phone. It's quite a bulky phone, it's a 7-inch device, but yes, you can just insert your SIM card right here and use this instead of your smartphone, make phone calls and use cellular data. What's it all about, and has technology moved fast enough, and has Samsung kept up with it? Let's take a look. One thing we wish Samsung upgraded in this tablet is the low-res display. Sadly, that has not changed. On the positive side, colors on it right now look punchy and vivid, and viewing angles are pretty wide, which are some of its positive sides. The Galaxy Tab 3 7.0 runs on Android 4.1.2 Jelly Bean, and while that's not the latest version of Android, it's pretty close to that one. The tablet does support a SIM card, and it has an earpiece, so you can use it like a smartphone. You can make phone calls, you have a dedicated phone application, it works just like a smartphone. But the contacts application looks slightly different. It actually uses two columns, which makes it easier for you to look at your contacts, information about them without having to dive deep in the menus. And in terms of messaging, you have a dedicated messaging app, and the extra screen space is actually pretty nice. You have a large keyboard. You can definitely type very quickly on it. That's one definite plus. Samsung has also bundled its signature apps, the S Voice application, which is a Siri-like app. You probably know about it. And you have the S Planner, which is an improved contacts application that easily integrates your Facebook and other events if you choose to do so. Here we haven't. And you also have the S Memo, Chat On, instant messaging service, and so on. In terms of actual performance, you definitely notice some lag, but let us warn you, this is a prototype, this is expected. Samsung will definitely get rid of this lag in the final version, at least we're pretty sure it will do so. So don't pay attention to that lag, that's because of the prototype version we're seeing here. Otherwise, the device runs on a dual-core processor which has gotten a bump in the clock speed. Now it's a 1.2 gigahertz chip, and it has 1 GB of RAM, and that should definitely be enough even for playing some light games, but definitely not for heavier games. Speaking of internal storage, we have two models here, one with 8 gigs of internal storage and another one with 16 gigabytes, and those will have a different price, of course. Luckily, memory is expandable via micro SD cards of up to 64 gigs. With its SIM card slot, the tablet supports 3G HSPA connectivity with downlink speeds reaching a maximum of 21 megabits per second. That's pretty fast, and good news is you can use it on the go with your SIM card, of course. You have two browsers preloaded. Right now we're looking at the stock Android browser, and it works pretty fast, almost no lag here. Once again, let us notice that this is a prototype version, so if you see some lag, it might, and actually is hopefully Samsung will fix this in the final version. The tablet supports Wi-Fi, BGN, ABGN, and can also stream data to external screens via Wi-Fi Direct or DLNA, and in addition it also has Bluetooth 3.0, AGPS, and GLONASS. The Galaxy Tab 3 7.0 is not a photography-oriented device. in any conceivable way, but it does feature both a rear and a front-facing camera. On the back, there is a 3 megapixel shooter that on paper is capable of recording 720p video. Our non-final prototype doesn't capture the proper photos and videos, so we'll only show you its camera quality in the final unit. But as a positive side, we can mention that we appreciate Samsung includes a front-facing camera that you can use for video conferencing in apps like Skype. A 7-inch tablet is the perfect sidekick to keep you entertained on trips, and you can watch movies in virtually all formats here. DivX and Xvid are supported, at least on this device, and you can play 720p videos with ease. The music application also sorts your catalog by songs, artists, album, genres, and so on, and neatly it has a by folder view, so you can choose to select to view your music by folders, and you have two music applications. One is the stock Samsung one and another one is the stock Google one, so you can pick between those two. And sound output via the speakers is pretty loud, and it even has some depth to it, so that's nice. Now we have to emphasize, this is not a final device, so what do we expect to see in the actual final device? First, we expect to see the same design, obviously. The device has gotten a thinner bezel, it has become much more compact, it has become much lighter, and while those are just mild upgrades, they make a huge difference in daily use. The processor has also been bumped up to a slightly higher clock speed, but not a huge difference there. And actually, except for the physical dimensions of the device, not much has changed really. And we wouldn't expect you to upgrade from the second generation of this device to the third one. But if you like the cellular connectivity and the capability to use this device as a smartphone, you might actually like it. And let's wait and see how Samsung finalizes it. And we'll definitely take a look and make a review of the final version when it launches. And for the full preview, make sure to check out phonearena.com. Thanks for watching.